tell us a bit about your connection to heart disease and the Heart Association and why you're walking tonight?
You know, for me, I think that knowing that cardiovascular disease is the #1 threat to women's lives means that it's something we really need to start discussing so that we can raise awareness so that women know how to start taking care of themselves. Whether that's not smoking or vaping, or eating healthily, or exercising more often, any of those things. So I'm super excited to be here today so that I can help raise awareness, post, tweet, share, represent the American Heart Association, and hopefully spread that message a little wider.
And what do you want viewers, what do you hope that viewers take away, and what do you want them to know just about women's health throughout tonight's show and in general?
I hope that women take away from tonight's show that other women support them. I think the #1 goal of most of the women in this room is to take care of our friends and sisters and mothers and daughters and all the women in our lives, and hopefully by raising awareness for cardiovascular disease and the threat that it holds for women currently, we'll get to keep a hold of the people that we love a little bit longer.
I love it. What are you most excited for about tonight?
Getting to wear a dress. I'm really excited to get to wear a really big, full gowny, flowy dress. It's like a princess dream, you know, that you've had since you were 4 years old. So I can't wait to throw that on.
What is this association, the American Heart Association? What does it mean to you personally? And what does being here tonight mean to you?
I'm really just excited to stand with other women in support of women. I've been pretty fortunate and blessed in my family. Most of the women in my family have not faced too much of a difficult challenge with their hearts. I have high cholesterol, so that's something that I try to keep a check on. And you know, more than anything, I'm very cautious about making sure that I regularly check on my cholesterol. And I feel like that's something that we need to start getting our younger generations doing, is having regular checkups on their heart, making sure that they're in good shape and doing whatever they can to stay that way.
Let's talk about you for a little bit. Do you have any upcoming projects that you're looking forward to that you can tell us about?
I'm currently on Night Court on NBC. We air Tuesday nights at 8, 7 Central. It's a really fun, family-oriented show. Hopefully everybody gets to check it out.
I love it. And last but not least, do you just have any advice for women about, getting checked and staying up to date with your health? Do you have any tips or advice on that?
Make the appointment. For me, the biggest thing is getting to that time of year when I know that I should have checked and not having had made the appointment. So the further out you can make that appointment to guarantee that you know you're going to be there when you're supposed to be, and following through, doing it once a year or however long it's recommended for you to. Don't let it ride, don't let it go. Make sure that you stay informed about your body so that you can defend it.
So to start us off, obviously we're here tonight in support of women's health. What does this organization and this night mean to you?
You might have a friend who says like, oh yeah, I went to the doctor and they said they don't really know, but I have to do another checkup later to see how things go. It's always very inconclusive, and there's never really proper, hey, this is what's wrong with you, this is what's happening, let's figure this out, right? So to me, it's really important that something like this is happening, because I don't think people really consider how much of a lack there is for women's health studies, right? So yeah, I think it's really awesome to be here.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, congratulations on the success and the love for Never Have I Ever.
Thank you.
You have such a sweet relationship with Mindy Kaling. I love witnessing everything you guys do
Thank
together.
you.
What have your favorite moments with her been?
I've had a lot of good moments. Honestly, I have a lot of good stories. But truly, she's just the best. She's someone I can be very much so myself with. She took me out for Italian food one time, and we got a lot of food. She very much so clowned me for not eating Brussels sprouts. I did. I tried a bit, but anyways, we have just a very familial relationship, which is why I think we like lying to people that we're related. We should stop.
No, you should
But I'm
keep
not
doing
going
that.
to stop. No. It's funny. So, yeah.
So we are here in support of women's health tonight. What does this association and this event mean to you?
Well, it's personal for me. My mom has heart disease, so we're very aware of it in our family.
Absolutely. Now, what tips and tricks do you have for women's health?
Well, this is, heart disease is one of those diseases that can be preventable by lifestyle choices, right? I mean, there are genetic factors to it, but, healthy lifestyle choices, right? Like getting enough exercise and choosing foods that are low in cholesterol, watching your blood pressure, and managing your stress. I mean, kind of things we're all thinking about all the time, but that are very, very important for heart health.
So this dress is so beautiful. You mentioned that this is your first red carpet tonight. What are you most excited for?
I'm excited to hear Sheryl Crow play. That's going to be really exciting to be on stage with her.
We are obviously here tonight in support of women's health and wellness. What does this organization and this night mean to you?
I think that women carry so much stress, whether it's like taking care of family, friends, work, just running around, just trying to keep everything together. And so when you hear that like cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women, it just makes you go, oh, I got to slow down a little bit. I got to de-stress a little bit. So being asked to do this is like such an honor and privilege. And I'm happy to be here as a funny person because I really do feel like laughter helps everyone feel better and calm down just a little bit.
So obviously you are a comedian, a funny person. Besides that, in your own life, what do you do to de-stress? What are your methods and modes?
Ooh, I love a good going to a concert. I saw Lizzo recently, which was so fun. Of course, mobilize all the girlfriends. We're going to go see Beyonce. I don't
Absolutely.
know. Praying that we get tickets.
You will.
Yeah.
May Ticketmaster be on your side.
And then I exercise a little bit. Like I have a Peloton, so I'll do spin. I lift weights. So I think that mix of like eating okay, working out a little bit, and spending time with friends that like helps me remember there's more important things than the stress that I'm feeling at the moment.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Have so much fun today. All about the support of women's health and wellness. What does this organization mean to you, and what does it mean to be here tonight?
Well, largely from the research, I guess I could say they saved my life because I understand they developed the stent. And I found out a few years ago I had some pressure, which I was ignoring like most women do. But then the third time I couldn't. It felt like an elephant pressing on my chest. I went to the hospital and found out that I had a 90% blockage in my main artery and a 75% blockage in adjacent. And thanks to the quick taking me to the hospital by a friend, and the wonderful surgeon, he put in 2 stents, and that saved my life. So I am ever grateful to American Heart, also for giving me the platform to tell my story in the hopes that it would help at least one woman, if only one woman, to save her life.
We are so grateful that you're here, grateful for them, grateful for you. Now, what do you hope that when women hear your story and hear the stories of tonight, what do you hope that they personally take away from it?
Well, I wanted to pass on my good luck because I was so lucky. And I can't pass on the specifics, but I can pass on the takeaways. And the takeaways are listen to your body and pay attention to your symptoms and act on them. Give yourself permission to put yourself on your to-do list. Even on my way to the hospital, I kept thinking, this is my day off. I can't do this. I have so much to do. I can't go to the hospital. I would have made a terrible mistake. They tell me I avoided the widowmaker by going to the hospital, that I would not have woken up. So I just think it's a cautionary tale. Let's listen to our bodies, take action, put yourself on your to-do list.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. So we are here in support, obviously, tonight of women's health and wellness. What does this organization and this night mean to you?
Well, I think it's so important to talk about women's health, especially their heart health, because so many people don't realize that it's the #1 killer in women more than cancer. And, to be able to bring awareness while having fun and being able to hear Sheryl Crow tonight and Rita Ora and all these amazing icons on the carpet here, it's a win-win.
Absolutely. What are your own health and wellness tips in your own life?
Well, I make a point to exercise every single day. I do a lot of cardio. Today I think I ran 4 miles, and I lift a lot of weights, and I do yoga and the Peloton. So I make sure to do something every single day, and I watch everything I eat and just make sure that whatever I'm putting in my body is actually doing something for me. I mean, of course, I'm human. I have the moments where I'm like, do you want to share a pasta in the day? Or I'll have a bite of someone's birthday cake or something like that, but 99% of the time I'm eating really healthy and thinking about that.
That's brilliant. Good for you. What are you most excited for tonight?
I'm excited to see Sheryl Crow and Rita Ora. I'm not excited to see myself walk in a dress on stage. I don't have a good walk, guys. I'm just putting that out there.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, no, I don't, but that's okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It means a lot to me. I think it is super important to educate women and to encourage women to band together and speak up because, the fact that cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in women, but most people don't really know that is crazy to me. I didn't even realize that it takes out more women than all cancer combined. So that's wild to me. And I think, listen, I work in reproductive health and see it all the time that women are underrepresented were not included in the clinical studies. A lot of the statistics you see are based on a man, and I think that needs to change. So I'm really happy to be here to help raise awareness.
Absolutely. Do you have any of your own health and wellness and self-care tips?
I think, honestly, they're all pretty simple, where if you can get 8 hours of sleep, I think it's vital. I think it's really important to check in with yourself if you have a chance to sit down, meditate, or just sit in silence for 5-10 minutes. And I'm a really big supporter of people going to the gym, even if it's for literally 15 minutes, get in a little bit of cardio. I think it's so big for physical fitness, but also mental health. It's massive. It is for me. So I think if you can do it, start small. Also, don't try and do everything all at one time, because I think you kind of set yourself up for failure. So it's I think implement small changes in your life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Quick question. So this night is all about being in support of women's health and wellness. What does this organization and this night mean to you?
Pardon me?
What does this night and this organization mean to you?
Well, I find that it's an opportunity to highlight the fact that women are underserved in healthcare, and unfortunately are more likely to suffer from cardiovascular disease. And I implore folks and women, especially, to take a hold of their health and make sure that they're observing practices that put them in a vital state, if you will.
Now, do you have any tips on what practices you use in your own personal life or what others can use?
Well, I try to live as sustainably as possible. It's an ongoing battle. It's not always easy. It takes a lot of research. I eat as alkaline as possible. It's not always easy. And I try to stay away from sugars. Yeah. And of course, working out. Yeah.
This dress is so beautiful. What are you most excited for about walking tonight?
Walking in New York. Finally, Fashion Week.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We're here tonight in support of women's health. What does this organization and this night mean to you?
It means a lot to me to be here, to have been invited to be a part of this. I think as women, we have to support one another. We have to get information out to one another so that we know how to care for ourselves. I think a misconception among women in general is that we're supposed to be able to do everything. We're supposed to multitask. We're supposed to take care of kids and take care of men and do everything. And we neglect ourselves a lot. And I've seen that in my family with my mother, so I'm just really, I'm really happy to be a part of what they're doing. And I actually have learned new information from being a part of this event. And I'm going to take it back into my regular life. I'm going to share it with those that I love, and hopefully we'll all be better for it.
Absolutely. And you're saying you're already taking things away from this night and this organization. When people view and read and see all this, what do you hope that they take away?
Well, I hope that they just recognize that their health should be their priority. And the only person that's going to make sure that you thrive and stay healthy is really you. There's nothing that nobody can make you live healthy. Nobody can make you do the things to support yourself. So I hope that people feel empowered by what's happening. And also, I hope that people understand, that we have to look out for each other as well. I was shocked when I heard women are the least likely to be given CPR by bystanders, especially African American women. I just can't imagine seeing somebody in distress and just walking by and doing nothing. So I hope that if nothing else, this wakes people up to the fact that, we have to be there for each other. We have to look out for one another.
Absolutely. Do you have any self-care, health tips and tricks?
Well, I think one self-care thing for me is staying off my phone. And I have not mastered this self-care trick, but I get so inundated with I'm on social media and I have to do this and make this call and check this email, and sometimes I really do just feel overwhelmed, and in those moments I'm like, let me put my phone down, let me go do something else, read a book, relax, do something just to de-stress, and I think our phones monopolize a lot of our time and a lot of our energy. and it even affects our mental health, so I think setting that aside a little bit more is something I'm definitely going to focus on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.